Our next guest today is Sister Claire McGowan, who is the director of New Pioneers for a Sustainable Future. Welcome, Sister Claire.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, of course, Channel 6, Central Kentucky TV, has had you on their program before. And because New Pioneers has been around for, golly, 10 years now?
It will be 13 years
13.
next January.
Wow.
13 years.
That's just amazing.
Hard to believe.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Does. It does.
So, and you recently had your fair with the Green Festival in Washington County, which I think was a success. And that was in April, right? So, but I know there are plenty of things coming up. So we just thought it was time to have you back on the show.
Well, thanks, Lisa, and I'm happy to be able to share with folks some of the interesting things that are coming up just in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
On Thursday evening, October 26th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're doing something new. We're partnering with a local church, St. Dominic's Church, to create our next forum. We have been doing Moving Forward forums for the last about 8 years, and this will be the 16th time we've done a community forum.
And they're shown on Channel 6.
And they are shown.
And they're very good.
We've had wonderful speakers for all of our panels. We're very proud of our panels. So this one's going to be called Can We Talk? Climate change, or climate, is everyone's business. And what we're attempting to do, we have 3 really excellent speakers. And before the speakers, the St. Dominic School 6th graders are going to do a little skit to open up the issues and help us to think about all the different angles and perspectives that people have on this controversial topic of climate change. So
I don't understand why it's controversial, but go ahead. I'll let that pass.
You know that there's plenty of controversy about it. And then the 3 panel members are going to be one of the instructors from Kentucky State University, Jennifer Hubbard Sanchez, and she's great. She's going to speak about the science of climate and try and help people. A lot of people don't understand what is all this about. They know that there's a topic called climate, but how it works and what it means is not clear to a lot of people. So she's going to explain some of that. And then Sister Maria Visi is going to come, and she's going to speak about the relationship between our faith and the climate. And again, a lot of people don't understand that what's happening in our world is very much a part of our faith. Our faith isn't just what happens in church on Sunday, as we know. And so as people of faith, we have a responsibility to do whatever we can to address this serious issue. And the 3rd panelist is going to be our own Dr. Leah Bayens, who is the director of the Berry Farming Program, which was at St. Catherine, and is reopening in Henry County in the next few months. And she's going to be speaking about what do we need to change in the way we live in order to improve the situation with the climate. There are things that we can do. So that's going to be Thursday, October 26th in the St. Dominic School cafeteria, beginning at 6:30 p.m., 6:30 to 8:30, which is earlier than we usually have done. So we invite everyone. Admission is free. We would love to know how many folks are coming so we can set up the room appropriately. So it would be great if you could call us or email us and say you're planning to come to that.
Okay. And that email address is what?
It's New Pioneers, S for Sustainable, F for Forum, at AOL.com. New Pioneers, SF, at AOL.com. And our phone number is 859-336-5070.
Yes, and if and you've got a message machine, so if
Yes.
you don't get the opportunity to answer, then you'll get back
That's
with
right.
them. I
That's
know.
right.
I
That's
know
right.
because I've done that.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, because busy people in that office.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday 28th, we're doing a brand new thing that we're really excited about. We're going to do a series of backyard workshops with the hope that families could come and have fun together and learn together on something practical. So the first one is going to be on Saturday, October 28th, and it's going to be in the backyard of Dave and April Donathan, who are local beekeepers. And the topic is all about bees. So as long as your children are willing to listen and follow instructions so that they don't get stung, bring the kids, or couples can come, individuals can come. But it's a chance to be outdoors and learn things while being outdoors. So
Are they going to show how to raise bees
They're
or
gonna-
take care of bees?
they're going to explain about how bees are
Okay.
absolutely fascinating.
I know.
Like they
I've been
travel
learning.
25 miles a day to gather nectar for their honey. I mean, all of that's really interesting. So they'll be explaining that. They'll be helping if you want to start your own beehives. They'll be explaining some of that. But it's more just, to help people get acquainted with the mysteries of nature. Because nature is absolutely fascinating, but a lot of times we don't take the time. So there is a fee for that one. It's $25 for a family, $20 for a couple, $15 for an individual. New Pioneers members get a discount of $5 off for whichever of those. And people do need to pre-register for that by the Wednesday before. So that would be Wednesday, October 25th. Again, if you email us at the address that I just said a minute ago, or call us at the number I said a minute ago, and I'll repeat them again, let us know that you're interested in coming, and we'll be ready for you. So, all about bees, Saturday morning, October 28th, from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. That means you'd have to get up a little bit early, Lisa.
Well, golly, I'm getting in the habit of that. Unfortunately, in my retirement, it seems I'm up earlier than I wanted to be. Yeah, but in the event of rain now, I guess that will.
In the event of rain, we'll have to postpone, but we're
Okay.
hoping that
Yeah,
the universe will provide us with a beautiful fall morning.
that'd be great. Yeah, yeah.
And then the third thing is on Wednesday, November 8th, and that will be our third New Pioneers Farm to Table dinner at County Seat Kitchen and Restaurant, which is now moved. County Seat's location is now at 202 West Main Street in Lebanon, right downtown in Lebanon. So it's a larger place.
It's the old, or the restaurant was
The Oak Barrel.
Oak Barrel.
Yep, yep. So Gwyn Arts, the owner and chief chef at County Seat, as you know, makes wonderful food.
Absolutely fabulous.
And these meals that she does to help New Pioneers are, she tries to use locally grown food all the time, but she goes out of her way to have locally grown food. Well, guess what we're having this time? Grilled chicken with pumpkin seed pesto. Never have heard of it, but I know pesto's good. Stuffed squash with lamb and basmati rice, sweet potato casserole, apple feta salad, green beans with bacon, and Gwen's fabulous pumpkin sticky toffee pudding. Did you have that at the last one?
Oh,
or sticky toffee
I'm
pudding?
sure I had it
It's
because
more like
I had
a pie
everything.
than a pudding. But anyway, it's going to be a fabulous menu. Dan Kelly and his grandchildren, they call themselves Dan's Grands Band, will be doing live music. And this will take place on Wednesday evening, November 8th, 5:30 to 8:30 at County Seat Restaurant, 202 West Main Street, Lebanon. Tickets are $40 in advance. And you can get your ticket by emailing us at same address, newpioneerssf@aol.com, or call us at 859-336-5070, and you can purchase your tickets online, but we'll explain that to you on the phone.
Okay. Well, all I can say is, of course, that is a fundraiser for you, the annual dinner, and County Seat does just a tremendous job. The food is outstanding, and it's a gourmet meal, and with locally sourced products, which is just wonderful. And that $40, I'm sure. I mean, I know Gwen donates a lot of that herself.
A large portion of that is donated.
Because $40 doesn't cover what you get for that meal. I can tell you that.
Right. Right.
So it's well worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's the other purpose besides it being a fundraiser, which we definitely need to do. It helps people to realize how delicious and tasty locally grown fresh food is. We're not used to eating fresh food very often. Even most of our restaurants are using frozen food and pre-prepared food. So to help people to get back in touch with locally grown fresh food is so tasty and so enjoyable. So that's part of our mission as we try to take better care of the planet and help our local farmers to be able to grow fresh food for more people. These dinners also serve a purpose in that way too.
Right, right. Well, we're fortunate in that we live in a rural county, and I know sometimes at our farmers market, the people haven't, which you've been a part of, farmers market every summer, and the city has, but I say to people sometimes, that are some of the vendors, so many people in our community really, they grow their own gardens. And with being a rural population, so we are very fortunate in that to be able to get those fresh garden vegetables, particularly in the summer, and then if you don't grow your own, you get to go to the farmer's market and buy down there for very reasonable prices.
Or you find a friend who has a huge garden and more than they can eat, and you get them to donate it to you, which is another aspect of it.
Of course, I have my father-in-law right in the backyard.
That's right.
So that is great for me.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
But you know what, Lisa? It's the older generation who's still growing the gardens. And the folks who are coming up behind them are not necessarily being exposed to those fresh garden food. So we need to keep passing on the skills of gardening.
That's true.
So that next generations will be able to carry that on, because they don't necessarily.
They don't know where their vegetables actually come from.
That's right. That's right.
They don't know they come out of the ground. So that's good. Yeah. So those are two great events. Well, three great events coming up. And then you're going to continue those backyard. May not be able to have any more until the spring. I don't know.
Probably the next one will be in February, and we're hoping the topic might be how to make your own rain barrel. So the kids and the parents could work together on making a rain barrel and understanding, how important it is to protect water and use healthy water.
Yeah.
So we have a number of topics in our mind. So we'll try to do probably 3 a year.
And are you going? So those will be in people's backyards and things. Yeah. You might want to partner with the library on some of those things too. They're doing a lot of.
They are. They're doing a lot of good things.
Programs, yeah. So, gosh, there's so many good partnerships around here.
And the Extension Office is a wonderful partner, too.
Yeah.
So, we're supporting what they do, and they support what we do.
Yeah. So that's great. Well, Is there anything else that you'd like to mention today?
No.
Well, what about membership now? If somebody wants to become a member
Oh, we would love
of
to
New
have.
Pioneers.
We would love to have new members, and again, using that same address, New Pioneers SF@AOL.com. You could email us and ask us to send you a membership envelope, which explains all the different levels of membership. We have a website which is slightly different. It's newpioneersfsf.org. And you can get lots of information about New Pioneers from the website.
Is there a Facebook page too?
And we have a Facebook
You said?
page. We're fairly active on Facebook.
So that would be New Pioneers for a Sustainable Future?
You're putting me on the spot here. I think you just put in, New Pioneers for a Sustainable Future on Facebook.
And that's in Springfield, Kentucky,
Mhm.
Washington County.
Mhm.
But of course, your memberships and your involvement extends out past Washington County.
Right. We more and more are including Nelson County and Marion County and Boyle County in our activities and efforts. So we see ourselves more and more as a tri-county effort and a rural central Kentucky effort. Our work on the pipeline kind of made us notorious a few years ago. So many people recognize more than they ever did before that there's this strong, vibrant movement towards sustainability in rural central Kentucky, unlike anything else that we know about in the state. So we definitely would love to have members from the Tri-County area, Boyle County, or anyone who considers themselves part of rural central Kentucky.
And an individual membership is like
It's $15, $10 for a senior, $30 for a family.
Yeah.
And of course, if people have the means
Annual.
and want to be more generous than what they can.
They can always donate more. Yeah.
That's right.
But that's your
right.
annual membership fee, and that's very reasonable, of course, for anyone, which of course helps further your works and with regard to sustainability. And then, we thank you, by the way, for your all's efforts on stopping the pipeline through our counties. And so that's something we always have to be aware of and vigilant about.
Well, we just got bad news last week that the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission has approved the Tennessee gas pipeline, which is a different project altogether. The Bluegrass pipeline is over, but the Tennessee Kinder Morgan gas line, that's a 70-year-old pipeline now. It's already in the ground, has been for 70 years. That has been approved by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission to be used now for natural gas liquids. And that's a very, very, very disturbing announcement that just came in the last week.
A 70-year-old pipeline.
A 70-year-old pipeline that was designed to transport natural gas from the south to the northeast. They're going to reverse the flow, increase the pressure remarkably, and put through a much more hazardous substance, which is a liquid. It's not gas at all. It's a liquid, much more explosive, much higher pressure.
That's what we call what's that?
NGLs, natural gas
NGLs.
liquids.
And so, will that be coming through Kentucky?
That comes through Marion, and it's coming straight through Kentucky, yes. I mean, it's already there.
The
Kentucky.
line's already there, so they've approved
Yeah.
it for the liquids to go through it.
Right.
The
It
NGL.
goes through Marion County and Boyle County, and in some cases is close to stores, is close to homes, is close to a school, and it runs right through the Boyle County water supply.
So, is anybody trying to stop that?
It's too late. It's
I mean,
been
there's
approved.
nothing to.
We
nothing that
we
can be
can't
done.
see anything more that we can do about it. There were major efforts. Each of the county governments, each of the city governments that were on the pathway have worked really, really, really hard to prevent this from happening. But it appears that
So, Boyle and Marion County governments were actively involved in
very
that.
actively involved, very actively, to their credit.
Yeah. Wow. Gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And so many environmental protections are being dismantled every single day by the federal government. It's really very distressing to see the work of many, many decades just being wiped out.
Which is scary for us, scary for us and our environment and our future.
And our children's and children's children's futures.
Right, right. Well, I can't think about it.
We don't want to send on that. We don't want to end on that.
No, we better end on something
end on the note
optimistic because, yeah.
I mean, the good news with all that comes with all this bad news is that more and more people are realizing that they have to get involved, they have to become active, they have to support the organizations that are being active, and together, it may take us years, but together we will turn this back around again. We will. But we have to stick together and we have to get involved.
Yeah. So we're just going to ask this listening audience out there to be sure and get their membership to New Pioneers and maybe get involved. And people
show up at one or more of these events that are coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Exactly. So thank you very much for being here today, and I'm looking forward to attending those myself, so I'll be seeing you soon.
Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks,
so
Sister
much.
Claire.